User experience to businesses is critical. It's a must for a business to meet the consumer, especially in today's markets, in the space that they want, in the space that the consumer chooses, in the channel that the consumer chooses, and give them something of value. When they can do that, they drive better engagement in the interaction with the consumer, and that drives two key elements. That drives more conversion. It's easier and more comfortable for the customer to purchase something from the business, and it becomes much less painful for the customer to get service or to get help with the item or the good or the product or the service that they've purchased. It's critical, again, for the customer or for the business to meet the consumer where the consumer wants. Businesses need to be consistent in the experiences that they provide in any given channel. The way I interact and the way I communicate with a business on the website or in the app, or when I pick up the phone and interact with an agent or someone in the store, needs to be the same. I have my own language and my own terms and my own frame of reference on how I interact with the business, and the business needs to acknowledge that. First and foremost, the business has to understand what my intent is and derive that intent from the language and the actions that I provide. And in order to understand that intent very precisely, the business has to utilize everything that they know about me as a customer. What products have I bought? Where am I at in my service journey? Where am I at in my monthly billing cycle? What products have what have I struggled with recently? Use that to inform and refine what I say and the terms I use, and come back to me and acknowledge that you've heard me, who I am as a person and as an individual, and verify that this is what I want to do in an insightful way. Because once the business understands what that intent is, why am I interacting with you? Because I've taken time out of my day to do so, the business can then make the best choice possible about how to get me the help that I need. And that help could be anything from providing a simple piece of information to getting me to the platinum agent that can guide me through the best selection of the right product configuration, or it could be anything. But it's important for the business to understand my intent and utilize everything that they know about me to give me a personalized experience. I think that there's a broad suite of technologies out there that really all function in small ways to improve customer experience, but it's important to consider how they work together. You can think about them as a cognitive experience market space of technologies. You have natural language understanding and recognizing how I say words and how I use language. You have artificial intelligence that takes the meaning of what I've said and places an intelligent predictive decision upon that technology. You have digital screen design experiences. You have touch design tools and experiences. All of those things need to come together to form an experience that can be consistent and connected across any channels. Being informed about what I've done in another channel, underlying data sets, can inform how I interact on another channel. Large-scale enterprises tend to become very inward technology focused. That is, they let their own technological limitations or their own technological acquisitions drive how they interact with their consumers, rather than saying to the consumer, tell us how you would like to interact, or being responsive and reactive to how the consumer chooses to interact with the business. And that's a very key issue and a very key problem. It drives down user engagement with any kind of connection to the business, which removes brand loyalty. It's important for a business to set aside their own technological implementations and investments and take a look from the outside in. What is it that the consumer wants when they reaches out to us as a business? What are they trying to accomplish? What are they trying to buy from us? What help do they need, and how do they want to acquire it? Then let's identify technologies that allow us to deliver consistent experiences across each of those channels and across each of those communication modalities. By doing business with Jacada, your business will receive over 150 years of complex system integration experience, coupled with the ability to stitch those system integration connection points together to automate business processes That business process can then be exposed to either agents or to consumers to drive efficiency in end-to-end consumer journeys. That is, to deliver value in terms of increased revenue through conversion and reduce cost of operations through customer self-service and through improved agent efficiency. Lastly, you get a partner who's experienced in the space and who's dedicated to match your success across all of those metrics.